Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to this vital symposium. Green Energy for Green Economy, Building a Sustainable Green Future. I am Professor Shahidul Islam. I am absolutely delighted to see so many passionate individuals gathering here today. We stand at a critical juncture. The undeniable emergency of climate change demands that we pursue sustainable economic growth. This symposium provides a critical platform to explore the powerful synergy between energy and green economy. Green energy is not simply an environmental imperative. It is the energy of prosperous and green future. By harnessing the renewable energy like solar, wind, hydro, geothermal, we can power our economies, generate new employment opportunity, and dramatically reduce our carbon footprint. This transition is not just necessary, it is essential. Today, we are focusing on cutting-edge advancement in green technology, explore innovative policy framework for cultivating a robust green technology and green economy. We'll hear from emerging young leaders engaged in thought-provoking discussion to get a solution that will pave the way for truly sustainable future. This symposium is more than just a forum for discussion. It is call to action. Let us work together to form impactful partnership, share invaluable knowledge, and inspire the transformative change need to create a greener, more prosperous world for generations to come. It is my distinct honor to officially open this symposium. I anticipate a productive and truly inspiring experience for all. Let the discussion begin. I wish a successful event. Thank you.
As a mechanical engineer and advocate for a greener future, I aim to integrate eco-friendly practices into engineering, focusing on efficiency, renewable resources, and reducing environmental impact. Our mission is to design and innovate sustainable systems that not only meet current demands but also ensure a healthier planet for future generations.
As a mechanical engineer, our mission is to drive sustainable innovation by creating solutions that protect the planet while advancing human progress. We are committed to reducing carbon footprints, conserving resources, and restoring ecosystems through cutting-edge engineering and collaboration. With a vision of a greener, more sustainable future, we aim to transform challenges into opportunities, building a world where technology and nature thrive in harmony. Together, we shape a better future today. Thank you.
My mission as a mechanical engineer is to create a sustainable solution that can protect the environment and planet. I focus on renewable energy and efficient system to support the green economy. The vision of an engineer is to create the technology that can balance the environmental care. For example, we can aid through financial support and to build a better future for everyone. That's all from me. Thank you.
As an engineer, my mission is to discover the power of the renewable energy to protect our planet. I believe that the renewable energy can reduce the carbon emission and contribute to a cleaner, greener economy. My vision is a future where renewable energy drives into our lives, enabling communities to thrive while preserving the earth for the generation to come. Together, we can power a sustainable future.
As a mechanical engineer, I will leverage the innovative engineering solutions that promote the widespread of adoption of green energy, reduce carbon emissions, and drive a sustainable economic growth. By applying cutting-edge technology, I strive to develop systems that not only address the challenges of climate change, but also create a more equitable and sustainable future for all.
Hello, I'm a mechanical engineer driven by a passion for innovation and problem solving. I aim to design efficient and sustainable solutions that address real-world challenges while advancing technology and improving everyday life. I envision a future in which engineering contributes to a more intelligent and connected world. Through continuous learning and collaboration, I aim to create impactful designs and systems that leave a positive legacy for future generations.
Which is very impactful for our sustainable environment. With the title of Green Energy for Sustainable Economic Growth, reducing carbon emissions to mitigate climate change. As we all know, our environment is facing a very serious challenges like climate change and pollution. So, transitioning to a green economy and clean energy is not an option anymore. It is an essential way to a sustainable environment. So, as our first case is how an engineer align their lifestyle with the green economy and its potential impact to the environment. So, we as an engineers need to promote green energy and clean economy because it helps to maintain our environment to stay sustainable. One of the ways for our engineers to promote is by promoting renewable energy and conserving resources.
Change. So the first question is, an engineer align his lifestyle with the green economy, evaluate its potential, impact the environment. So adopting a green economy lifestyle reduce the environmental footprint by encouraging the use of renewable energy, reducing waste and enhancing the energy efficiency. Engineer who implement the sustainable practice such as optimizing the energy consumption and reducing the reliance on fossil fuel contribute to lowering the greenhouse gas emission and preserving the natural resource. This lifestyle support the global goal for environmental protection by mitigating the climate change and fostering biodiversity conservation. For example, energy efficient design in the housing and transportation system can significantly cut the carbon emission. So this is the environmental impact of adopting the green economy lifestyle. As we can see here, the high impact like reduction the high impact like leave the car free, avoid the one transatlantic flight, buy the green energy, buy more efficient car and switch car to the car free will reducing the carbon emission.
So next, what is clean energy? Clean energy is a renewable energy, which is like solar, wind, hydropower, and geothermal. It is also sustainable and naturally replenishing, unlike traditional fossil fuels like coal, oil, natural gas. So clean energy aims to produce a little to no harmful emissions that contribute to the pollution and climate change. So next, what is green economy? Green economy is an economic system that focuses on sustainable development and minimizing environmental impact. So green economy integrates clean energy and waste reduction and resource conservation, which is by using renewable energy, and eco-friendly practices, which applies to all of us, which uses energy every day. So green economy promotes green jobs, pollution-reducing technologies, and sustainable economic activities. What is green job? So green job is a job that protects the environment and promotes sustainability and supports green energy, conservation, and eco-friendly practices.
So the next question is, establish a relationship between clean renewable energy and green economy. So to answer this question, we must first understand what is clean renewable energy and what is green economy. So first, clean energy is produced with minimal environmental impact from the renewable source like solar, wind, and hydroelectric power. And meanwhile, green economy, it emphasizes on economic growth while reducing carbon footprints. So next is clean renewable energy supports both environmental and economic benefits within the green economy. So green economy practices, there are two green economy practices to reduce carbon emission. So the first practice is shifting away from fossil fuel, and second is promoting energy efficiency. Next, clean energy also helps to improve the environmental quality by reducing air pollution. So the three key economic contributors to climate change are: first is industrial emission, second is high energy consumption, and third is deforestation. So to conclude, a green aligned lifestyle conserves resource and enhance environmental sustainability.
So next, clean energy and environmental quality. Reduction in greenhouse gases. Clean energy sources emit little to no greenhouse gases, helping combat climate change. And also lower air and water pollution. Unlike fossil fuel, clean energy does not release harmful pollutants, improving air and water quality. Resource conservation, where renewable energy reduces the need for resource extraction like mining and drilling, preserving natural ecosystems and biodiversity protection by minimizing degradation. Clean energy supports the protection and habitats and species. And finally, health benefits, where cleaner air from reduced pollution leads to fewer respiratory and cardiovascular health issues.
We continue to this. What are the factors that affect climate change? Factors that affect climate change is that there's four factors in this matter: industrialization, energy consumption, investment in green technology, and energy efficiency. These are one of the factors that we discussed that affect climate change majorly. Industrialization increase the fossil fuel uses and intensify the global warming. Meanwhile, energy consumption its dependency on fossil fuel contribute to carbon emission. Meanwhile, energy efficiency, where the poor machinery in manufacturing industry and efficient energy usage imply carbon footprint. Investment in green technology, investment in green technology is a massive investment to make. Thus, the lack of investment in green energy slow the green technology transition.
Now, how do we overcome this problem? What are the changes we can make to our lifestyle? So there are many, but to see a couple of examples are our personal lifestyle, where we can start installing solar panel in our house for our personal use, so that we can utilize the solar power to convert into electrical and fulfill our needs, such as cooking, cleaning, etc. Next is changing the mode of transport from there's two ways actually. One is instead of using our own independent transport, we can use public transport to reduce the utilization of fuels. And another way is, like I mentioned earlier, is to start using electrical vehicle.
Clean energy and green economy contribute to technological advancement, environmental preservation, and sustainable practices. By promoting usage of renewables, we reduce dependence on fossil fuels. And another thing is, when we reduce greenhouse emissions, we reduce climate change, in turn reducing natural disasters and environmental quality. Our own green lifestyles and practices as a community contribute to sustainability. Economic growth is supported by sustainable practices that drive innovation. Finally, our efforts for a greener economy will allow future generations to enjoy a world with less pollution and more available resources. That is all. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, I am from Group Engineer Finance. So my question is, how does reducing carbon emissions help to mitigate the climate change? Since climate change is, at a massive scale.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the question. So the question is how can reducing the carbon emission help to mitigate the climate change? So as we know, the global warming is mainly from the emission of carbon dioxide from the vehicle. So by reducing the carbon emission, it can help to slow the accumulation of greenhouse gases to the atmosphere. So by practicing the reduced carbon emissions, it can help to stabilize the global temperature, reduce the frequency of the extreme weather event, and it can also to help protecting the environments and also our biodiversity.
Okay, hello. I'm from Group Sustain. The question is, how can government encourage the people to use green energy?
So based on Malaysia. So I think the government can implement financial benefits such as incentive or subsidies to promote the green energy and make them more interesting compared to fossil fuels. Yeah, and then I think other than that, the government can also implement carbon pricing, which is making the fossil fuel have tax and making them more expensive, hence making green energy to be more competitive compared to the fossil fuels. This will make green energy more competitive and more attractive to individuals or business in Malaysia. That's all.
Questions regarding our presentation. Do you speak up?
Yes. Okay, as we all know, solar farm and hydroelectric power plant takes a lot of space and we need to sacrifice a lot of land. So it will be a huge disadvantages to a small country with small land size. So let's say you are a Prime Minister of Singapore. So what are the alternatives that will go in order to introduce green economy to the country?
Now, let's say I was the Prime Minister of Singapore. If I were to try to implement green technologies, and as you said, space is not something I have a luxury of in Singapore, right? So, as I mentioned earlier, there was this technology called floating wind farms, and I think that it is one of the green technologies that I will apply to make sure that my power and my factories are still powered by renewables. Now, what is floating wind farms? Floating wind farms are basically large wind farms that instead of being anchored to the seafloor, they are instead floating on a platform in the ocean. This makes it so that I can install it even in deeper waters and access more stronger wind areas. Yes, that's my answer.
Okay, for the second question is, what are the biggest challenges in implementing clean energy solution globally, and how can engineers help to overcome them?
Well, thank you, Brenda. That's a good question. So the main challenges include high energy costs, energy storage limitations, and the need for updated infrastructure. So engineers can address these by designing cost-efficient renewable systems, innovating energy storage technologies, and collaborating with policymakers to modernize energy grids.
So advocating for government incentives and working with communities to ensure accessibility and adoption are also crucial. Yeah, I hope that answers your question.